Travis Kelce showed his support for the superstar girlfriend's anticipated music product. The Kansas City Chiefs star appeared live at the studio in Los Angeles, and even some scenes in Taylor Swift's newly released music video revealed many details related to Travis. 4 hours before officially releasing her album The Tortured Poets Department, Taylor Swift posted a 6-second trailer of the upcoming music video for Fortnite, her song with Post Malone. At this hearing, I stand before my fellow members of the Tortured Poets Department with a summary of my findings, she captioned the video, linking to a pre-save link for the album. Album tonight. Fortnite music video tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The seconds-long trailer opens with a typewriter repeating the phrase "I love you, it's ruining," although it does not show the rest of the sentence. Then, the clip shows Post Malone and Swift typing away at a dystopic, snow-white office, before cutting to a clip of Swift strapped onto a strange contraption. Also spliced in is a snippet of Malone and Swift hugging in the middle of a highway with Swift draped in a black dress surrounded by burning pieces of paper. The singer shared her excitement about the new song with Malone on social media a few hours before its drop. "I've been such a huge fan of Post because of the writer he is, his musical experimentation, those melodies he creates that just stick in your head forever," Swift wrote. "I got to witness that magic come to life firsthand when we worked together on Fortnite. Honestly can't wait for you guys to hear this song." Along with the Malone collaboration, the Tortured Poets Department will also feature Florence the Machine on Florida, and other tracks such as So Long, London and Guilty as Sin. Swift revealed the news of her 11th studio album after she took the stage to accept the award for Best Pop Vocal Album, Midnights, marking her 13th Grammy win, her lucky number. The singer posted an image of the album's cover shortly after, along with seeming lyrics to one of the album's songs. "And so I enter into evidence / my tarnished coat of arms / my muses, acquired like bruises / my talismans and charms / the tick, tick, tick of love bombs / my veins of pitch black ink / all's fair in love and poetry / sincerely, the chairman of the Tortured Poets Department," read the note. Swift later teased what some speculated to be potential lyrics on social media ahead of her new album during the day of the solar eclipse. In her Instagram story, Swift shared a black and white video of a typewriter punching the words, "Crowd goes wild at her fingertips, half moonshine, full eclipse." Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's presence at the opening weekend of Coachella 2024 has been one of the buzziest parts of the festival so far, with fans online going wild over clips of the couple laughing, kissing, holding hands and dancing while enjoying the star-studded lineup together from the pit. Cameras captured Swift adorably kissing and dancing with Travis in what appeared to be a backstage area during her Frequent Collaborators set on Saturday, April 13th. The couple also spent time with Antonoff and his band before their set and snapped a photo with some of the guys, which drummer Sean Hutchinson posted on Instagram a few days later. When it came to Ice Spice's showcase later that night, however, the athlete and his superstar girlfriend opted to watch with the rest of the crowd from the pit. "I like to see it from the fans' perspective, 'cause I'm a fan of music," Travis explained. "I want to see it from the front of the stage. We probably could have finessed it that way," he continued, referring to the more secluded locations from which he and Swift could have viewed the rapper's performance. "But I think it's that much more of an experience if you're in the pit, if you're in the madness with all the fans." Travis isn't kidding when he says he's a big live music guy. The Ohio native is set to host his second-ever Kelce Jam Festival in May, featuring a self-curated lineup led by Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz and Diplo. "Live music is something I never pass up on," he told Billboard earlier this month. "The list just goes on, and the genres vary everywhere. I'm a real music lover." The brothers also took a moment to thank Swift for supporting their podcast with her Coachella outfit, which featured a baseball cap from the Kelce's New Heights merch store. "Sold out of the green hat real quick," Jason said, noting that the accessory has since been restocked on their website. "It's a good color, green," mused Travis. "She's supporting the New Heights." For as much attention as Taylor Swift's relationship with Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce got throughout the 2023 NFL season, fans may have noticed a lack of Swift's music in Arrowhead Stadium. It turns out that was an intentional decision by the team to give Kelce some respite amidst the media frenzy. Swift and Kelce's relationship created a firestorm of media attention, and they were in the center of the spotlight from the first time the pop star showed up at a Chiefs game until Kelce and his teammates won Super Bowl 58. Because of that, Chiefs president Mark Donovan says the team was careful not to brighten that spotlight on its star tight end at the World Congress of Sports this week. Donovan said the Chiefs game operations team chose not to play any of Swift's music during home games. "We didn't play a single Taylor Swift song during the season," Donovan said, via Joe Favorito. "We made it clear to Travis that we were going to be respectful of his relationship from day one and make sure we didn't create intentional distractions. Being under the microscope didn't seem to affect Kelce much anyway." He finished the regular season with 93 receptions for 984 yards and 5 touchdowns. During the Chiefs' playoff run, he caught 32 passes for 355 yards and 3 scores. Travis Kelce has hit back at critics of his beer-guzzling graduation antics at New Heights Live last week after Taylor Swift's boyfriend was called insufferable and an embarrassment by her fans. The Kansas City Chiefs star and brother Jason took their smash hit podcast on the road last week, hosting a live event at their former school, the University of Cincinnati. A chaotic evening was brought to a close by Kelce finally receiving his diploma in a mock commencement ceremony. Before collecting his award, Kelce downed a beer in front of thousands of fans before slamming it to the ground. But the move did not go down well on social media, with fans claiming Swift must be getting sick of this, while body language expert Judy James wrote the attention-seeking display indicated the NFL star will never mature. However, speaking on this week's episode of New Heights, Kelce defended himself and said the graduation ceremony was just a fun way to close out the night. Discussing the controversy, the 3-time Super Bowl winner said, "All of you who are thinking this was a graduation ceremony because we just finished out degrees and it was a very serious thing. We appreciate Cincinnati's president and athletic director for doing this, but it was just a fun way to close out the night. Hopefully you guys can understand that me chugging the beer was because I had a beer in my hand and I had to receive the diploma. I had to get the beer out of my hand some way, so I might as well just finish it. It just happened to be full." Don't know how that happened. Jason then interrupted to mock his younger brother's failed attempt at downing the beer, claiming most of the contents was still inside the can when he claimed to have finished it. He said, "Well, it kind of stayed full as we saw when you threw it on the ground and there was still beer pouring out of it." Travis replied, "Pouring out of it? That was more like foam. It was foam because I couldn't get the air flow and it was just dumping out." Discussing the criticism, Jason added, "If there was anything that anybody should have been upset with, it's the fact that you didn't finish that chug. That's why I was upset. There was just way too much spillage for that to be considered a successful chug. Sorry for anyone who got upset by this. It just wasn't that kind of event. It wasn't that serious. There were 2 women wrestling in a vat of chili before this. I've never been to a commencement because I skipped mine, but I'm pretty sure the athletic director isn't the person who hands you your diploma. But I loved receiving this diploma from John Cunningham. It was an absolutely fun night, littered with all sorts of shenanigans, and in the words of the great Charles Barkley, I don't think Travis or I should be anybody's role models. I think if you had finished your beer, people would have been way less upset with you." That was the main thing that got people upset. After footage circulated of Kelce downing his beer at the faux graduation ceremony, body language expert Judy James exclusively told he's caught in a state of eternal teenager. Judy told, "There's adult, husband material, and then there's this." Receiving his graduation certificate on stage from 2 polite and formally gowned men, Travis decides to take the moment to show the world how he can guzzle beer from a can, throwing his head back like a showman to drop the beer from a height so it pours out of his mouth and down over his chin. He then smashes the can to the ground so that what remains of the beer splashes everywhere, including, possibly, the people on stage and the audience. He also grabs the mic to sing the chorus of a song, and even for a rebellious teenager this display would look attention-seeking, especially with his mom looking on wearing what appeared to be a smile of pride as she watches her 2 sons She continued, many leading sports people can get caught in a state of eternal teenager, and this does look like telling behavior from a 34-year-old man who is rumored to be prepping to propose to America's current sweetheart. Heroes can have fun and they can celebrate a win, but more usually out on pitch than like this on a stage when some level of maturity might have been called for.